Avoid these three types of fools: the swindler, sluggard, and psychopath. In the early Proverbs, a rich tapestry of wisdom unravels through 10 important lessons. Let's dive into the Bible, where the term fool gets a more detailed look. The wise father breaks down 3 kinds of fools: the swindler, Proverbs 6 verses 1 to 5, the sluggard, Proverbs 6 verses 6 to 11, and the sociopath or psychopath, Proverbs 6 verses 12 to 19. As you read these verses, reflect on whether these types of foolish behavior ring a bell in your own experiences. It's crucial for smart folks to grasp these various forms of foolishness. First and foremost, you've got to recognize them. Secondly, it's vital to keep a safe distance from their harmful influence. Thirdly, this wisdom acts as a shield, so that you know to never become like them. Just stay with me now to the end, it will bless you indeed. The swindler. Let's meet the swindler or fraudster featured in Proverbs 6 verses 1 to 5. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever found yourself in a situation where you've taken a risk for your neighbor or vouched for someone unfamiliar, you've essentially bound yourself with your own words. So, my friend, get yourself out of it. Go, be persistent, and talk to your neighbor. Lose some sleep if you have to. Free yourself like a gazelle escaping a hunter or a bird slipping out of a fowler's grip. Proverbs 6 verses 1 to 5, Inspired Version. The fraudster, described above, embodies the impulsive and greedy side of foolishness, always ready to trap others in financial activities. Mention of security or pledge, verse 1, points to debt collateral, and shaking hands mirrors modern gestures sealing financial agreements. Even though ancient collateral practices differ from today's loans, the core idea remains. The father warns, getting involved in borrowing, co-signing, and accumulating foolish debt is like falling into a hidden trap. In the animal world, a snare is a hidden danger, catching its prey off guard. This mirrors the dangers of consumer debt, a deceptive trap. The father's urgency in verse 3 is clear, urging immediate action by running away like you're on fire. The father echoes the biblical wisdom that the borrower is slave to the lender, Proverbs 22 verse 7. The message is straightforward: steer clear of debt and its potential pitfalls. Hit notification, subscribe, like and share for the Word of God to grow and prevail, Acts 19 verse 20. The sluggard. Now, let's get to know another member of the foolish family, the sluggard. In Proverbs 6 verses 6 to 11, a vivid picture of this particular fool emerges. Hey, you lazy one, check out the ant and learn a thing or two. It doesn't have a boss or someone telling it what to do, but it stores up food in the summer and gathers it at harvest time. So, how much longer will you stay in bed, you sluggard? When are you going to wake up? A little more sleep, a little more nap, a little more folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will sneak up on you like a thief. Scarcity will hit you like an armed robber. The sluggard embodies laziness, a stubborn refusal to work, and the constant struggle of never having enough money. It's crucial to understand that this isn't about people facing poverty due to circumstances beyond their control. Those folks are a significant concern to God, Proverbs 19 verse 17. Here, the focus is on those who create their own poverty through intentional inaction. The sluggard's love for sleep becomes a way to escape, a deliberate effort to avoid facing life's challenges. Preferring rest over labor, this person procrastinates, making promises like "I'll get to that sometime." Unfortunately, commitments go unfulfilled, leading to frustration among those affected. The father's questions, "How long will you, and when will you?" Verse 9, reflect the annoyance caused by the sluggard's frustrating behavior. Once again, the father turns to the animal kingdom for wisdom, encouraging the sluggard to observe the ant, specifically the diligent harvester ant. This tiny insect works hard, storing its grain without needing someone to tell it what to do. The ant becomes a model of industriousness, planning, and effort, qualities the sluggard should learn from. The father plainly tells his son, if you keep your eyes closed and your hands folded, poverty will catch up with you. Like the swindler, the sluggard's problem is presumptuousness. It's crucial for the sluggard to work while there's still a chance, following the proverbial advice, make hay while the sun shines. The sluggard needs a job and must work diligently, aligning with the Apostle Paul's saying, if you don't work, you don't eat, 2 Thessalonians 3 verse 10. The psychopath. Now, let's delve into the final character, the psychopath. A troublemaker and a villain, who goes about with a corrupt mouth, who winks maliciously with his eye, signals with his feet and motions with his fingers, who plots evil with deceit in his heart, he always stirs up conflict. Proverbs 6 verses 12 to 14. This third brand of fool has slipped into the shadows. Coined as a troublemaker, verse 12, the Hebrew term Belial used here was initially used to describe the devil himself, 2 Corinthians 6 verse 15. This individual has transformed into a violent, perverse instigator, a slanderer twisting truth through wicked thinking and sinister actions. The act of winking, verse 13, becomes a malicious and deceitful gesture, revealing his malevolent intent. The term always, verse 14, emphasizes the consistent nature of his malevolence, see Genesis 6 verse 5. This figure aligns with what psychologists commonly term a sociopath or psychopath. As the sociopath persists in refusing to change their harmful ways, establishing clear boundaries becomes crucial, allowing them to face the severe consequences of their actions. Proverbs 6 verse 15 paints a stark picture, therefore disaster will overtake him in an instant, he will suddenly be destroyed, without remedy. Unfortunately, the sociopath consistently rejects societal standards, disrupting the order set by divine principles. The father in Proverbs suggests that the sociopath must face destruction. This sudden downfall implies a possible divine intervention, where the psychopath's harmful actions rebound on them, leading to a defeat so profound that no one would aspire to emulate them. The characteristics of a sociopath extend beyond mere foolishness or ethical misconduct, they are detested by the Lord. Solomon concludes this somber lesson with a riddle in Proverbs 6 verses 16 to 19, listing 7 things the Lord hates. 1. A proud look. 2. A lying tongue. 3. Hands that shed innocent blood. 4. A heart that devises wicked plans. 5. Feet that are quick to rush into evil. 6. A false witness who speaks lies. 7. A person who stirs up conflict in the community. Reflection on the lessons. The trio of fools in this lesson shares common traits. They disrupt, betray trust, and violate the honor of fellow human beings created in the image of God. The unifying thread is their failure to reflect God's likeness and a deficiency in love. The swindler's financial misconduct is self-centered, the sluggard's laziness shirks responsibility, and the sociopath loves possessions, exploits people, and exalts himself. In contrast, the wise son embodies the opposite, he uses possessions to love others and glorify God. This downward spiral continues until divine intervention is necessary, echoing the biblical warning that the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil, 1 Timothy 6 verse 10. This lesson serves as a paternal admonition, urging the young son to beware of these 3 types of fools. Caution against falling prey to get-rich-quick schemes and schemers, emphasizing the virtues of hard work and generosity as the norm for Christians. For those entangled with such fools, the advice is to set boundaries and act wisely. God bless you.